are both factors, right? They're the pieces of the multiplication that create something. So, for example, if A were 4, then we would have 3, and instead of A, we'd have 4. These would be factors of that resulting product, which would be 12 in that case. There's a lot to digest here. A lot of ingredients in this expression soup. Sum, difference, product, quotient, coefficient, variable, constant term, and factor. It's going to take a lot of practice because this is a lot of new vocabulary. But you can do it. I believe in you. Have a great day.
No. It's like one of these pieces cut in half or something.
Yeah.
But taste the cheese tastes so good.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Huh?
The cheese, it tastes really good.
Yeah.
They like sprinkle of Parmesan on top.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to give me some water? You need to take it. We'll give you a breakfast scoop or something. What? You don't have to put ice in it. I'll drink it too fast for ice.
Those two.
I need somebody to pick a car. Thank you. You got your car. Now, I've always said that to be a great salesman is to have the ability to connect with people right here. So to be a great salesman is to be a king of hearts. Turn over your car. King of hearts. Very good, Michael. Really good. So I think in order for us all to work together well, we must come together as a family, and then we can all be a king of hearts. That was fantastic. No, it's better than fantastic. It's super perfect. Why are there new people on the table?
Yes,
To show them that we are not above them.
Jasper's in here now.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in here. Did you feed him? Did somebody feed him? Well, somebody need to go feed the cat. Well, what you get for fucking pushing your brother? We'll make the whole table fall.
Don't be shy, right? Let's do this. Come on, we're doing this thing. Let's get up. 1, 2,
Oh no.
Okay, here we go. I'm under this hump here.
The table's gonna break.
I don't know what I'm grabbing here. I'm just not gonna get it. Right in your crack. Sorry. No, it's just not going to work for me. I have to go. I don't understand. I was on the fence about this, and it's just not a good thing. We'll squeeze you in. I can't work here. I have to quit. You can't quit on the first day? That's heresy, my friend. Okay, let's talk about this. What happened? I mean, what? Tell me. Say something. Please. No, Toby was helpful. He was very kind. Attention management style. Don't bother, Greg, because
Mm.
You are fired. I'm sorry, but we don't have a winner for this thing. Lay down your desk. Don't try to apologize to me, man. It's too late. Just get out. Take your bad vibes with you. That was my advice. Remember, I'm the one who suggested that you fire him. Probably the best advice you ever gave me, Quinn. And what advice has Andy given to you today that you have acted on? None being an accurate estimate? None advice? Dwight may have won the battle, but I will win the next battle. Whoa, Angela, hold on. Twitters is a restaurant. 400 locations worldwide. So we're about. No, we do have to get
I'm billing.
and we all have to tackle wrong. That is the words of the Reverend King. The word merger comes from the word marriage. That was what today was supposed to be. A loving union between people. Instead, it's become like
Wow.
my mom.
Pure luck.
Everybody, advance the pressure and let the air out of our tires. Good.
That Home Depot pretty bad.
Right.
Yeah, doing thing, I get it. That guy did a good job on the pipe.
Yeah, but he cleaned up the washer and now he's done.
Nope. What was it, the same two brothers?
Some older guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, and they fixed the pipes. No question asked down
I
there.
told you, the dude told me what needed to be done.
That worked out for $40. You know how one plumber costs more than that?
Well, I didn't pay for
I
it.
want to do the carpet installation. My parents have always gotten their free from Home Depot.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'll have 10 more, please.
I don't know about their current.
No, you didn't miss the beginning of this video. We are practicing verbal phrases that can be written as expressions mathematically. So when I said 10 more, you're like, 10 more of what? Well, we use a variable, x, plus 10. Whatever it was,
Right.
we want 10 more of it. So sometimes we don't know the exact starting point, but we're able to still create an expression to say something meaningful. I have 4 examples for us down here. Jaime has 3 fewer dollars than Emily has. Oh, Jaime, I'm so sorry. 3 fewer dollars, it's tough. It's tough to have less money than... But how much money does Emily have? I have no idea. I have no idea how much money Emily has. When you say that, you write a variable. So E is going to represent how much money Emily has. Right now, we don't know. And if you don't know something, you can write a variable. A variable represents an unknown number. So we know that it's E, and we know that Jaime has 3 fewer dollars than that. That's not addition, that's subtraction. So we take away 3. Now what I like to do to check my work is I pretend. I pretend that I knew how much money is $10. Okay, Emily has, and I'm just writing this in parentheses because I'm checking my work. All right, $10. If Emily actually did have $10, would it make sense that Jaime had 7? Yeah, it would actually. It would make sense because if Emily actually had $10 and Jaime had 3 fewer dollars, then he would have to have 7. So if you're ever wondering if you did it properly, just pretend like you know what the variable is, what the variable's number is. Try it and see if you get something that makes sense. I always like to check my work that way. Quinn has 7 more pencils than Paula has? Well, good for you, Quinn. You have a lot of pencils. You could write all day, write all night. But I have no idea how many pencils Paula has. I have no idea how many. Oh, so I can use a P for Paula. And a P for pencil. That's funny. Okay, so P, right, lowercase p. I don't know how many pencils Paula has. I just don't know. But I know whatever Quinn has is 7 more than that. Now to check my work, I'm just going to pretend. I'm going to pretend that Paula has 2 pencils. Right? You could use this, you could substitute any number to check your work. And I'm going to think, oh, you know, maybe Paula has 2 pencils. If Paula actually did have 2 pencils, and Quinn had 7 more pencils than Paula, would it make sense that Quinn has 9 pencils? Well, yeah, because 2 and 7 more is 9. I did write this expression correctly. It is P plus 7. Maddie wonders what twice her age would be. Have you ever thought about that? You ever think about the future? Oh, if I was twice as old as I am now. Well, we aren't told how old Maddie is. So we have no idea. We're going to use the variable m. Twice. When we take twice of something, when we're doubling it, we're multiplying it by 2. So we could say 2 times m. 2m. We could also write it 2 times m. Or sometimes in multiplication, we can use the dot in between. So those are a few different ways that we can write 2 times m. Now to make sure that we have this right, let's pretend that Maddie is 11 years old. Okay, we're just checking our work here. Maybe Maddie is 11 years old. We're not sure, but we can use that to check. So 2 times 11 is 22. Maddie wonders what twice her age would be. Yeah, if she was twice as old and she was 11 to start with, she'd be 22. Okay, so I did do this right. Substituting a value really helps you check and see if your expression is correct. Finally, Tanya split her candy into 15 equal groups. Equal groups, splitting something, dividing. So this is going to be dividing. Now I have no idea how much candy she has. No clue. So I'm going to put a C for candy because I don't know how much candy she has. But what I do know is that she wants to divide it into 15 groups. Another way to write this would be with the division symbol. And sometimes for division we can use even a slash, like this. C divided by 15. So there's a lot of different ways to write this. And if she had 60 pieces of 60 pieces of candy, and we checked our work here, well, 60 divided by 15, that would be 4 pieces of candy in each group. And that does make sense to me. Okay, I did do this correctly because if she had 60 pieces to start and when she divided it into 15 different groups, there would only be 4 in each. Maybe she's trying to share. Maybe you're just a nice person, Tanya. Okay. So when we have verbal phrases that we want to convert into mathematical expressions, we just need to look for those key words that help us understand what operation. Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? The next thing you want to do is see what is your unknown. What number do you not know? What's your variable? And then you can mark that with a letter. Next, you just put them together, whether it's adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. And then, to check your work, substitute a value so that you can understand if your expression makes sense. Well, that's about it. I'm going to need to do twice as much the next time, aren't I? Twice as much what? Oh, I need a variable. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Wow, we have so many different systems in our body, and we're going to talk a little bit about function. Sounds like a lot to know, but think about how your body's working right now, and I bet you can name most of these systems. Let's take a look. First of all, you have your skeletal system. Of course, you met Mr. Bones, so you know that your main skeletal system part are your bones. And they give you shape, support, they help you give you protection, they help make blood cells, and they store. It's a hard thing to tell the most important function of your skeletal system because they have so many important features. So, main part is the bones, and the main thing is to give shape, protect, make blood cells, and store. Don't really have just one main function that you can remember. The next one is your muscular system. The main part of that, again, guess what? Are your muscles. And your muscles help for movement, give you strength, give you muscles, help for movement. So strength or movement would be its main function. Next one are your respiratory. Guess what? I knew you knew this one already. It's breathing. Your main function is breathing or to inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. This great picture right here are your lungs. Your lungs are your most important part of your respiratory system. Endocrine system or exocrine system. Endocrine and exocrine are both your glands. They're going to be what? Secrete hormones and make enzymes. Remember, it's your glands and that they make hormones. That's their most important function, is to make hormones. You have your circulatory or cardiovascular system. Your circulatory's main part is your heart, and its main function is either for transportation or circulation. I think both of them would be great ways to say a function. Your immune system or your lymphatic system. Basically, your immune system system is what fights disease, what gets rid of those diseases that are going to infect your body. So its main function is to fight disease or fight infection. And your skin or your white blood cells can be considered part of your immune system. But since your skin is the most important part of another system, we're going to say your white blood cells are your most important part of your immune system. Your digestive system, one of my favorite systems. Your main part of your digestive system is going to be your small intestines. Remember, that's where most digestion takes place. And the main function is going to be to break down your food or to break down your food into smaller particles. Make it useful, make it energy.